joining us now and on the Lifetime's Heating and Air hot seat is a Cowboys rookie, big number 75, Osa Odighizuwa, right here on 105 through the Fan. Good afternoon, sir. How the heck are you?
I'm good, man. Just got done with practice, Yeah. It was a good day. It was a really good day.
Okay, good day for you. Practice number 4. What made it good for you?
I feel like things are just starting to come together scheme-wise, so we can start to communicate and start doing different things pre-snap, communicating with my other D linemen, start getting other stuff, worrying about pre-snap reads and what they're doing, and then what we can do off of that, So it's starting to come together, just playing the game within the game.
Oh, so we've been out there watching all of the practices, and it's been a lot of fun watching you guys go. It seems like the tempo is really good. When the pads come on tomorrow, will it make it that much easier to sort of evaluate how things are going? It just seems like it's tougher to evaluate offense and defensive line without pads on.
Definitely, I say, because then it just brings it all together. It's basically full speed all the time if you're an offensive and defensive lineman, no matter what you're wearing. But it definitely adds a different little aspect to it, just that final piece when you put on the shoulder pads. You know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah, Osa, like Jeff was talking about, we've been watching you practice in that half-line stuff. You've had a couple of really nice swim move rushes and stuff like that. Is that something that you're working on, like, okay, I could bull this guy, I could swim this guy, I could rip this guy? I mean, is you just kind of going through all your bags of tricks and trying to figure out which ones work the best for you right now?
Yeah, I worked on a lot of moves in college, so just trying to narrow it down, figure out what's going to kind of be my signature and what's going to work for me, what's going to be my bread and butter moving forward. I think now that we have pads on, probably going to establish a lot of my stuff off my power.
Are there more adjustments at the line of scrimmage to be made so far in Cowboys training camp than you had in college?
Definitely, just because, things could change pre-snap, and that could change what we're doing, change how we're aligned, and then change different adjustments off of that, whether it's run or pass, and that's all happening before the snap. So it's a lot like we could be set this way, but emotions, and we're boom, 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 like all before the snap, and we got to talk it out.
Yeah, and you have to do that quickly, right, Osa? I mean, as that motion comes across, and they're Leighton and those guys are talking to you from behind. I mean, that happens really, really quick for you, right?
Yeah, definitely, and that's one of the things that I feel like is getting better. You know what I mean? One of the things that I was talking about earlier when you asked me like why it's starting to feel a little bit better and why it was a good day today. I think that stuff's starting to become a little bit easier, to communicate. And just starting to hit a little quicker, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Is there anything, though, that really has surprised you that you kind of came in with an attitude? I know you've gone through OTAs and the mini camps and stuff like that back at the Star, but is there anything that you're kind of like, okay, I thought this was going to be different when I started practicing?
Not really, you know what I mean? Football is football. It's definitely a faster game. That's probably the biggest thing, but I was expecting that. I didn't know how fast it was going to be.
Right.
So that's an adjustment. But other than that, football is football. I feel like we're doing a good job of just improving every day and stacking the day. So,
who's the best O-lineman that you've had a matchup against so far?
Well, that's a tough one. I'll probably say it's between Zach and Connor.
Yeah.
Now, are they going to be easier or harder to ragdoll once the pads come on?
I guess we'll have to see.
Is there anybody on the team so far that you've seen, whether with their shirt on or off, that you think could beat you in a wrestling match?
Nope.
That's what I figured.
How's that feel? It's got to be good to be the champ, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You ever tell them about it? Like, just kind of walk around the locker room and just say, if anybody's bored and wants to prove how tough they are.
He's got the belt,
I'm
right?
He
got the belt and everything, right?
Nah, I mean, I don't think anybody wants that anyway.
There's got to be somebody crazy in there. Now, what is your background again? It was state champion?
Yeah, I was actually won nationals twice.
Wow, national champion. What weight?
Heavyweight.
Whew. AKA the king.
Yeah.
Nobody wants. Isn't there? This is a terrible thing to do on air because I don't have the details in front of me. But I think it's an Olympic guy that maybe won gold, and somebody was tweeting to him about something about Osa, and he was like, right. He actually whooped me. Like Osa beat me.
You beat these boys that are out here in the Olympics?
That's why I said I shouldn't have brought it up on air because I forgot who it was.
I don't know who it was.
Just trust me, there's a really good wrestler somewhere in the world that admits that you whooped him. Yeah.
Do you like watching the Olympic wrestling?
I follow things on Flow Wrestling. mainly the heavyweight. There's a really good wrestler that I like to keep tabs on. Name's Gable Stevenson. Dude's really nice. You know, heavyweights, especially when you get better, like, you know, they start to go in for your legs and shoot. And he brings that, like, smaller style that you would see at, like, a lower weight class up to the heavyweight. And I feel like it's a pretty good mismatch, so it makes it fun to watch.
That kind of relates to you, doesn't it? What do you weigh at? Like 280, 285?
Yeah. But when I was wrestling, I was like 250, so I was lighter.
Yeah,
so
but you're going up against 320-pound offensive linemen, probably giving up height and weight, so I feel like that's still working for you.
Yeah. For sure.
It's number 75, Osa Odighizuwa, right here on your home of the Cowboys, 105.3 The Fan. Did you ever think if football didn't come together as good as it has that you would continue to pursue wrestling?
Definitely. That was a decision. That was kind of a hard decision that I had to make in high school because I wanted to, like, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to play football for sure, but I wasn't getting too many offers until, like, later in my junior year, so that was something that I was ready to go do at the next level, was wrestle for sure.
So did you want to run just? Is there money in that? I mean, did you go all the way to the Olympics?
Like endorsements and stuff like that. But you're not getting paid too much off of wrestling itself.
If you were going to go wrestle, were you going to go to Iowa? Isn't that where everybody goes?
Yeah, that's where everybody goes, right?
I don't know. I probably would have. I would have waited. I would have wanted to go to, like, maybe an Ohio State, Penn State for wrestling.
Now, Osa, what about the career path of another former Cowboy who we saw out here a number of years ago, Greg Hardy? Would that MMA path interest you at all?
No, not really.
Getting punched in the face, not for you?
I mean, it's not that I couldn't do it, but I saw this one girl get her ear punched open.
Oops.
Like, she had, like, a cauliflower ear, and then she, like, it got punched, and it just...
Yeah,
it's pretty nasty.
What would be the worst part of that? I feel like it'd be somebody kicking me in the leg over and over again. Like, I would quit via leg kick.
Knock it off, dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's not for me.
Have you ever?
I like my face.
Yeah, Osa, have you
I
ever?
have a pretty handsome face. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, that's what I ask you. Have you ever broken someone's nose with a crossface move? One of those, when you like hit them and
I've never broken someone's nose. I've, like, dislocated a few kneecaps though.
Oh.
I broke my nose actually wrestling. Well, someone did. It wasn't even wrestling. We were playing a game in the wrestling room, and that's the only bone I've ever broken. Knock on wood.
That's why we don't need you wrestling in the locker room. Yeah, because I feel like somebody like Lyle would be like, "Sure, let's go. This will be fun," and poorly.
Yeah.
Hey, Osa, like with the rookie guys we've asked that we've had an opportunity to talk to, the name, image, likeness thing that's going on now in college sports.
Man.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly. Every
Man.
young guy, that's the first thing. Like Kelvin was like, man, like what is that's got to be huge for you guys. Yeah, are they? I mean, like, okay, just kind of walk us through. Would you have had a plan for that? I mean, you were talking about wrestling, a lot of different things in your life, and you're a highly intelligent guy. Would you have had a plan for that, of how you wanted to attack that?
Not so much, honestly. I wasn't one of the guys that had, like, a huge following or anything like that. So I would have just been trying to build that the whole time, just kind of like how I am now, just to be able to monetize off that. I'd say the name, image, and likeness is mainly benefiting the guys that already have that big platform, you know, QBs and stuff like that. There's going to be some college quarterbacks that, like, quadruple my marketing dollars before they even get drafted.
So now, if you were getting an endorsement that was just about you like the product, like you got a life supply of it, and it wasn't about the money, what endorsement would you be after?
I mean, I would tell you, but for the sake of them hearing that and using it as free publicity, I'm not going to say.
Oh, look at him go!
Attaboy. Attaboy.
Look at him go!
You said he was highly intelligent,
He
Brian.
is highly intelligent. I talked to my guys at UCLA. They love him out
Although
there.
it did work for there was a lady at the Olympic trials that ran with Doritos Cool Ranch earrings, and they did end up hooking her up with an endorsement. So we might have to go the opposite way with this, but we'll see. We'll see.
If you could suggest any song to the practice DJ out here in Oxnard, California, they're cranking some pretty good tunes. What would you suggest?
Ooh, there's so many. Something by Chief Keef.
All right.
Some Chief Keef song. Damn near anyone is good enough.
He's been an artist for a long time, hasn't he?
Yeah,
I've heard that
he's
name quite a bit.
I think he's like 12. He's like 25. He's my age, and he's been doing it since he was 16. So
Wow.
yeah,
Good run. Mm-hmm. Have you heard any of your teammate Kelvin Joseph's music?
I heard like a few of them. I haven't done my due diligence as far as giving his music a couple more listens, but gotta dive into a couple of his albums. He has a lot of them.
Unfortunately, Osa,
Boss Man Fat.
yes, we are all reaching the age where we no longer know the artists. We asked Kelvin the 5 greatest rappers of all time, and I think he named 5 people that were like 21 or younger. So we just hope that you guys are having an appreciation for those that came before.
I mean, who you mean, like Biggie and Pac?
He didn't name either one of them.
I mean, I wouldn't put them in my top 5 either, to be honest.
Who's your top 5?
I mean, of all time?
All time.
All time. I mean, I have like different categories. Like Kanye's up there. He's in the top 5. Drake is probably like one of the hottest ones just because like he damn near modern day Michael Jackson. Obviously, Michael has best-selling album of all time, Thriller. So, but in terms of numbers and how ubiquitous Drake is, like he's pretty up there. Lil Wayne is in my top 5.
So you hate Biggie and Tupac.
I didn't say I hate them. I just I'm pretty I'm pretty indifferent on them, to be honest. Like I'm not a huge old school guy. You know what I mean? So we had Kanye, Drake, Lil Wayne, in no particular order. Probably put Kanye above, like at the top of that one. Kanye's my favorite overall.
Work your way through it.
Gotta think.
Sounds like it might just be a top 3 to me.
Not
Osa.
just top 3.
Yeah, the
No
name.
one else is coming to my head. Jay-Z is good, you know.
Yeah,
I was
a lot of
pretty
people
big
top
on him.
5 at
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Goals for your rookie year, sir. What are your goals to have checked off by the time we get through 17 weeks plus playoffs, hopefully?
I mean, I have some goals. I want to have a couple sacks under my belt. You know what I mean? Definitely have a significant role carved out on the team and be a guy that they could rely on and feel confident putting in the game, and someone that could help us win. That's really my main goal, to be honest, this first year.
Well, it was great catching up with you. Best of luck accomplishing those goals. And like we like to say, give them hell. We'll be pulling for you.
Yep. Thank you, guys.